Welcome back, beautiful people, to the House of Moody Vintage podcast. This is episode 53. I'm looking nice. Hope y'all looking nice and feeling nice. You know what I mean? I feel good, gotta look good. Man, listen, I'm always excited to come back and do the podcast always. You know, I think in the past year, maybe there was maybe once or twice where I was maybe a little bit under the weather, mentally not all there. It was a fucking struggle, but I just always enjoyed to come on and just power through and just get on the podcast. I just love it. It really is sort of an escape for me, apart from, you know, watching movies and TV shows and things like that, which we will come to in a bit. Definitely got a lot of things to discuss. So we're going to just hit the ground running. What's going to talk about it? Because a lot of good, a couple of trailers I want to talk about that just dropped. One for an Apple TV Plus film. The other one is an Amazon Prime Video TV show, which both of them look very, very ambitious. The trailers I actually really liked, and very intriguing. It's very intriguing. It's action. You know, also there's action, there's espionage, you know, kind of spy thriller vibes to it. And y'all know me. If y'all know me, know that I am a fucking sucker for the espionage and spy genre. It's my favorite genre. I think it's my favorite genre. Period. Both film and in books, you know, in novels. I love spy novels, my favorites. Anyway, so we'll get into that in a bit as well. But like I said, we're gonna get right into it because I want to talk about something that we discussed last week. You know, I had a friend, you know, was visiting Bangkok, and she's back home now. But you know, we did the usual hangout, and you know, I've been feeling a little bit at ease. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably know what I'm talking about. Where, you know, my crew, my BKK mains, my Bangkok mains, are all we're in one place now, and the crew is complete and feels complete to me. You know, well, with the absence of maybe one person. Yeah, wasn't one, two if I'm being selfish. Okay, yeah. So, without those individuals, I feel content now. You know, I got my fam, and it's should I say content? Yeah, fuck it, man. You gotta live in the moment, right? So yeah, god damn it, I'm content for the time being. I gotta live in the moment. That's my motto in life. You know, like, don't worry about the past, don't worry about the future. But anyways, like I've discussed and mentioned a few times on the pod, you know, the past month or so, I think a little over a month. We're in March now, so the past couple of months was a little kind of unstable and unsure, and you know, I don't want to call it anxiety because people with actual anxiety have, you know, deal with that shit every day. Mine was more about just real life, you know, just regular life stress and shit, bullshit. But a lot of it I'm sort of like coming to terms with, and it doesn't take me that long, thank God, because, you know, a lot of people still get stuck in the whole thing. And, you know, I talked about something very serious in the last episode. So yeah, you know, I mean, those folks got it so much, you know, so much more it's more challenging for them. But so I'm just blessed to have all the individuals I need in my life right now, and going forward as well. The help and assistance that are support is there. It's just priceless, man. It really is. But again, I've come to terms to certain aspects, certain outcomes that may happen. You know, possibilities. In the near future. But as I was hanging out, okay, it was a usual hangout. You know, just as friends and all that stuff. And my friend was talking about, now she's a Bangladeshi girl. Right. Okay. So, you know, our South Asian stories are slightly different from other folks. Okay. Now here's the thing. In certain circles, people are still trying to marry off their kids. Okay. You know, hook them up or set them up with like random people they've never met in their lives before. And this was one of those cases. And my friend, which I will not name, there will be no names here. Again, you know, respect out of privacy. Although I did get her permission to talk about this. So, and she said it was cool. So she was in that sort of similar situation where she never met the guy, never talked to him ever before. Okay? And this guy is apparently, it's one of the most unique, strange cases I've ever heard. And it just left me and my friends perplexed. Even my friend who was seeing this guy, she's also perplexed. She's like, how can a human being like this exist? Well, apparently there's many of them out there. This was just one of them that we actually had I didn't have a firsthand, this is not a firsthand account, it was a secondhand account, but I did hear it firsthand from my friend. She went on multiple, I don't want to label it. Like, I can't even call it dates because it doesn't feel like one. They were just, I guess, hangouts or whatever, but there were dates. Let's just say, for the sake of the story, there were dates. Okay. She went on several dates with this guy, right? Now, this guy also smart dude, he's very analytical, very, by the numbers, a little on the spectrum, maybe. And I say that I'm not trying to make, jokes here last week, but like, it's a very challenging, interaction, even just by hearing it from a firsthand account. I feel like I would have, as good as I am with people, I would have a bit difficulty dealing with someone like this. In other words, you probably, if anyone in that situation, in my friend's situation, they would have bailed a long time ago. Anyways, well, let me just jump to the conclusion here. So if people don't freaking worry, they don't see each other, talk to each other anymore. So just, whatever. So let's thank God for that. But rewind. All right. We're going back here now, because what's more important is his antics, his behaviors. Can you really call it an antic? I don't know. It's behavior. It's very strange. It's something that we're not familiar with, where it's very alien to us, simply because this guy who grew up in the States, apparently, okay? I can't remember if he was born there or not, but he spent over 2 decades in New York, okay? I think it was up, No, it was, okay. I'm not going to talk about the geography here. I know exactly which city he was in, which I won't mention because, again, respect out of privacy. So he lives and was raised or whatever. He spent plenty of fucking time in New York, okay? Not New York City, the state of New York, okay? So he wasn't in New York City. He was in New York, but not New York City, okay? Different city. He was in a different city. And I guess it was a very, I don't know. I don't want to call him an incel, dude. I really don't want to call him an incel. But it feels like he's never been on a date. He's never had interactions. His emotional IQ, not so great. Or is it called EQ or IQ? I'm probably saying that wrong. Emotional IQ, EQ, emotional. Anyway, his emotional IQ is not that great. So everything, he's book smarts and all that stuff. So, but he's not. I don't think he's even street smarts, because there's a lot of weird shit that she was telling us, from her experiences with this guy. So on multiple dates. He went on multiple dates, went to the movies, went to the restaurant, whatever, the usual places we'd go on dates to, these different type of venues, different types of situations, occasions. And well, here's the thing that I think irked all of us. It was just weird. It's just weird, he's not romantic. I don't think he's romantic. He's a nice guy, according to her, nice, sweet guy, but I don't think he's the romantic type. I don't know. Maybe his mother is looking for another mother for him. Do you know what I'm saying? Those Bangladeshi guys who are, mama's boys, but they don't, either they do know it or they don't know it, but they're just not able to detach themselves from it. I mean, you can be a mama's boy, okay, respectfully, and still balance out, the love and respect that you have for your significant other, and whatever you have with your mother. That's totally different. Okay. So that's not to shame, men out there who love their mothers, or their parents, period. Parents are very important. Your family is very important. If you were fortunate enough to have, parents, a lot of us don't, and a lot of us, or a lot of us have very fucked up relationships with our parents. Anyways. So no shame there. Okay. Whatever. Mama's boy, incel. I don't know. It could be, but he could be on the, the extreme. You know what I mean? The extreme end of the spectrum, right? So what irked us, again, This motherfucker never paid for anything. Like, they went on multiple dates. He never paid, not once. Bruh. I can't even call that a dick move. Like, you ain't Bartise on Perfect Match. Let me talk about something about Bartise. This motherfucker. Okay, oh no, wait. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna rein it back. I'm sorry, I'm gonna rein it back. I'm gonna get on that a little bit later because I want to discuss that. That's it later, and it does kind of connect here, so we will segue into it. But you can't even call that a dick move because I don't think he knows the protocol. You know what I'm saying? It just didn't make sense to us. And she told us that every time the bill would come, right, he would just conveniently go to the restroom. Like, for some odd reason, he just knew the bill was on its way, and he would just go to the restroom. And then our friend, dummy, you dumbass, she would end up paying for the fucking bill every fucking time. Even when they went to the movies, she bought the tickets. What is you doing? What is you doing? Girl, the fuck? Red flags everywhere, okay? Right? The unwritten rule or courtesy is if a guy and a girl go on a date, right? And this is strictly hetero, okay? Strictly heterosexual interaction here, okay? When a guy and a girl go on a date, right? The guy, unwritten rule, the guy has to at least buy on the first date, okay? On the first date. Because totally understandable if you have a mutual understanding between you and the other person, the significant other, or, you know, whoever you're dating. I shouldn't, not significant other, I want to jump a couple of steps there. If you're on a date with that person, right, you just want to, you want to, on the first date, you want to buy it. Now, if there is a mutual understanding, like I said, where, for example, you buy this time and then that person buys the next time, and then, you know, you go back and forth, or then, and of course, there are times where you split it. You split the bill, right? That's understandable. I get that because you're two grown-ass adults. You can work it out. It's not that, you know what I mean? It's not that hard, right? But at least on the first day, you buy the fucking, you know, it's your first date. Buy it. It's okay. And it's not even about how much the bill is, right? You can go to, I don't know, fucking, what's cheap and good? Okay, I will talk about this in a Bangladeshi perspective. Okay, say you went out, I don't know, I mean, I would never recommend this to do on a first date, but I'm just using it as an exaggeration here. If you went to go and get some fuchka, right, some snacks, for those who don't know what fuchka is, y'all can Google it, man. I ain't trying to fucking explain this right now. It's a delicious fucking snack. It's fucking beautiful. It's called fuchka, not pani puri. Y'all can suck on that. Yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. I get a little prideful when it comes to that. Anyways, it's a dope snack. Google it. Actually, you know what? If you're watching this on the video, boom, right there. Just pop it up. That's fucking fuchka. And it's fucking beautiful. It's great. Anyways, so say you went out there, and I haven't been in Dhaka for quite some time, so I don't know how much a plate of fuchka is nowadays. In Old Town, not in Gulshan and all that bullshit areas that make these fake ass, whack ass, over the top, overpriced fucking fuchkas. Get the fuck out of here. Anyways, when I was back there, you know, a plate of fuchka was like 30 taka. Okay, it was 30 taka. And yeah, plate, 30 taka plate, okay, with six fuchkas. Again, I don't know, it might have changed now. I don't know. It's I haven't been there for a while. So now, if I went on a date with a girl and I got a plate of fuchka for both of us, and I didn't pay, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what? You can't even, like, it's not even about the price. You know, it's the principality. It's the principality, Smokey. You know what I'm saying? You pay on the first date. And after that, we can talk about it. We can split the bill, or you pay this time, I'll pay this time. You know, it could be a partnership. But you don't even fucking want to do that. Who does that? We sat there perplexed. Who doesn't pay at all? Forget about the first date. You didn't pay at all. And you were expecting, I don't know, the woman to be obedient, to be giving and caretaking. Does your mama do that for you? Does your mama do that for you? I don't know. That shit pissed me off. You know, and fortunately, you know, my friend got pissed, told her mom about it, and her mother obviously regretted the idea of even hooking them up. She's like, fuck that motherfucker. He ain't gonna take care of my daughter like that. Get the fuck out of here. I ain't having it. Okay? And that also reminded me of motherfucking Bartise. Bartise! You asshole! I mean, I could not believe that he could be a bigger dick. If y'all have watched Perfect Match, okay, we finally finished it, watched the rest of the episodes with my friends. We wanted to watch together, the finale and all that crap. Boy, oh my God, somebody need to whoop him. You know what I mean? Not whoop him, whoop him. How can a guy like this, who taught y'all? He was literally, and if you know what I'm talking about, which episode I'm talking about, where he was incredibly manipulative and gaslighting this girl. Try to flip it around for his dumbass mistakes, his dumbass behavior. His jerk-off behavior, let's be honest. And she was rightfully pissed. I don't want to get, because I don't want to spoil anything if you haven't seen it, whatever. But if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Exactly, what Bartise did, right? And you can't even chalk it up to like, oh, he's still in his 20s and shit. He's dumb and young, stupid. No, fuck you. It doesn't make it right. I'm sorry, I went a little Asian there for a second. Bruh, what's up with dudes, man? I can't, you know what I mean? It's not even a generational thing. It's like, I guess their environment or how they were raised. Like, I don't understand. How do you treat another person like that? Or maybe they picked it up, from somebody else in their life while they were, that's how they were raised. I don't know. I hope not. Hope that's not the case at all. Because that's fucked up. Now, given that, we also know that once the season ends of a reality show or whatever, obviously you see it on YouTube and all other social media platforms where the contestants are doing interviews, with like podcasts and other shows and things like that on YouTube, and you get a little insight, the real story, from their perspective, from their what's not in the editing room, what didn't make to the editing room, what got cut out. And, I recently saw one with Francesca, and she was talking about her experience there. And we're just like, so it wasn't surprising the things that she was revealing, because a lot of it is, as much as you want to believe that's reality, because it's called reality TV, it's not, man. A lot of that shit is, like I said before, a lot of that shit is scripted. A lot of that shit is edited. It's chopped up so fucking much. It's insulting, okay? And so what they do is, they will make a lot of these individuals look worse than they actually are, like really villainize them. The other one will, the other individuals, they make them like, more innocent, or they've been done wrong and things like that. And, it's just for the sake of storytelling, for the sake of drama, not even storytelling. It's fucking drama, right? And that's what people gravitate towards, right? We want to see other people's misery to make our lives feel a little better. Okay. Well, that's the, Perfect Match is no exception to the rule. That's what it is. There are showrunners there, directors there, producers there who have their input in it, and they will just, put some more masala in the pot, put some more masala in the pot and make it very hot, and then drama, and that's what it is. And that was part of it. And I think a lot of that is they probably goaded Bartise to do that. If that wasn't the case, right? Because we can always make assumptions and things like that, and and make our own conclusions and whatever. But unless we hear it from them, but a lot of it is fucking damning, because it's like, how do you do a 180 from that? How? Why? Did someone tell you to act like that so you can get paid a little extra something, get a little clout? You know what I mean? Anyways, that was some bullshit. And none of the couples that made it to the last day, they're not together anymore. And it didn't even last long. I think, it literally took months before everybody fucking broke up. Even the ones that won the competition, not together. The one that won the competition, Georgia and Dom. Man, Georgia broke my heart, because this girl fucking hooked up with, I ain't even gonna go there, man. I don't know. She says some trifling ass shit. Dumped Dom, and Dom is so loyal to a fault, which is so stupid. it hurts. But just because you're loyal doesn't make things, I don't know, make someone be still in love with you or whatever. It's very complex. There's a lot of nuance behind it. Anyways, so Georgia just, they broke up because Georgia hooked up with one of her best friend's exes and shit. Like, fucking dumb, dude. Like, you know what I mean? It's stupid. Man, it broke my heart, man. I was really looking forward to that shit. Like, I want to see these people actually last. Nah, hell no. They're all dumb. Stupid asses. And they're in their 20s. Obviously, they're not going to fucking last. You get pessimistic in your 20s. Or just, you're young and dumb, right? You make stupid mistakes. But that's what it's all about, right? It's just fun at the end of the day. It's just fucking drama. And it's something that we talk about like I'm doing it right now, So, yeah, man, it's a lot. And like I said before, watching these shows makes me feel better about being single, you know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, there are days where I fucking, I get fucking lonely. I want a companion. I want a girlfriend, you know what I mean? Or a wife, But I'm not dying for it, Thank God. You know what I'm saying? I ain't dying for it. Yeah, but anyways, with that said, since we're in line here of entertainment, going into that segment, ladies and gentlemen. So let's start off something that I mentioned earlier in the pod, early in the episode. We saw the two trailers, pretty fucking cool trailers, to be honest with you. What am I, Caribbean all of a sudden? The West Indies, to be honest with you. So the first one I want to talk about is Citadel. Okay, Citadel is an Amazon Prime Video TV series, and Amazon's really going hard on this shit because after the Citadel trailer dropped, of course it stars Richard Madden, the King of the North, the King of the North from Game of Thrones, Richard Madden, Priyanka Chopra Jonas, and for those who know me, no, I'm not a huge fan of Miss Priyanka Chopra Jonas. Her off-screen persona, I'm not a fan. I quite dislike her, but I'm not biased because this is film, of course. Priyanka's she's a fantastic actress, and she's good at the action part as well. So I'm looking really forward to their chemistry. I hope it's good. I hope it's not fucking cringe. But Richard Madden's a good actor. Priyanka's a good actor. But even more exciting, more importantly, it's from the Russo brothers. The Russo brothers are basically launching their own little TV universe in Amazon Prime Video with Citadel. So, this is an excerpt from Variety.com. After nearly 2 years of production, Amazon Prime Video has finally pulled back the curtain on Citadel, the wildly ambitious new spy series starring Richard Madden and Priyanka Chopra Jonas, with the first trailer that released on Monday. So the show is meant to serve as the mothership for several planned spin-offs based in local countries and performed in local languages. Citadel series is set in Italia, in India. In Italia and in India is already underway, with another Mexico-based show also in the works. It's a gigantic and expensive bet on the original concept that had been renamed up until this month, shrouded in mystery. Not renamed, remained in mystery. So as Variety previously reported, Citadel boasts, get this, $185 million budget. Fuck, this better be fucking good. And y'all know me, I fucking love the spy genre, so I'm looking forward to this. Mainly because I'm not deterred by the fact that maybe it's not a blockbuster type of name like Richard Madden, or yes, Priyanka Chopra. We all know Priyanka Chopra from Hindi cinema, from Indian cinema, but it's the Russo brothers that gets me. It's the fucking Russo brothers. They know how to put on a fucking show. You know what I mean? Whether it's in a Marvel movie or now, of course, on Amazon Prime Video TV series. So I'm looking forward to that. I highly recommend you check out the trailer. So the result is a 6-episode first season. 6 episodes. So I'm guessing each episode is probably over an hour, a little over an hour. I'm guessing. I don't know. We'll see when it comes out. It drops on April 28th. So put that on your calendar. Madden so Richard Madden plays as I guess an agent called Mason Kane, and Priyanka plays Nadia Sin, which because I don't know if she's playing a Middle Eastern character or an Indian character. I don't know. We'll see when it drops. So yeah, looking forward to that. It was the show is completely the show. Okay, so Priyanka says the show is completely non-linear. We had to remind each other of the story. It was like a big jigsaw puzzle to remember. And then Madden said, sometimes you're like, what character am I now? What do I do now? What do I not know? So yeah, it looks pretty. It's intriguing. The storytelling it looks intriguing. And Joe Russo says the mission here was to bring a large scale spy storytelling to Amazon, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna deliver on that. So yeah, check that out. It's called Citadel. It's coming on April 28th. Amazon Prime Video. Looking forward to that. Putting that on my to watch list for show. I hope if it's on Amazon. Oh, then it's gonna be weekly. It's gotta be a weekly episode. That's gonna be great. Okay, so the next one is, of course, on Apple TV Plus. It's a film. Very excited to watch this as well. The trailer showed a lot, but then it sort of left a few question marks, which I think is awesome. I think the trailer worked. That's how this trailer should work. It gives you just enough, but not give away the whole plot and all that stuff. There was a lot of action in it, just like we saw in the Citadel trailer. But this one, starring Chris Evans and Ana de Armas, they embark on a dangerous international adventure in Ghosted. It's called Ghosted. Apple TV Plus film. At first I thought it was a series, but either way it works because Apple TV Plus does a damn good job in quality when it comes to film and TV shows. I've bragged about it enough. So in this Apple TV Plus film, he plays a character named Cole. He decides to travel to London to surprise Sadie, played by Ana de Armas, while she works only to make the shocking discovery that she's a CIA agent. She's a secret agent for the CIA. So I really love this because Chris Evans plays the comedic guy. He's the aloof, I don't know what's going on, romantic comedy kind of guy. Whereas Ana de Armas is playing a fucking badass, straight up badass, super cop style, secret agent, doing her Jason Bourne shit. So I think it's really cool. I mean, yes, there is levity in this film. You can tell by the trailer, which I think is, it's healthy. It's what you need, a little bit of that. But I think at the end of the day, I think it's less of a mystery. It's more of an action, not romantic. It's an action movie. It's an action movie with romance, with comedy. And I'm looking forward to it because, number one, Ana de Armas is, in my opinion, the most beautiful woman in cinema right now. The most beautiful woman in cinema. Ana de Armas. At me. I don't care. We will have this. It's not even a discussion. She's my favorite. And I think she's the most beautiful. Period. I don't think anyone comes. Well, okay, a couple of people come close. A couple of women come close. But she is the most fucking beautiful actress just on this planet. My opinion. I don't care. And she kicks ass in it. So I'm looking forward to it because she also kicked ass in the James Bond film as well. So more of it here. And I love the fact that she's doing it. So I think these two are going to kick a little bit more ass than the Citadel, but Citadel, it's not fair to say that because Citadel is a series, so their storytelling, their narration is going to be navigating through that story is going to be completely different from this could be a 2-hour movie. I'm not really sure what the runtime on this is. No runtime. Okay. Anyways, this also drops in April. This actually comes out. This is a very wise thing to do. This actually comes out on April 21st, so a week before the Citadel comes out. So that's when it premieres. Ghosted. Check that trailer out. Apple TV Plus. Can't wait to see it. It's gonna be fucking amazing, in my opinion. And of course, it's Chris Evans, Ana de Armas. I think they work very well together, as you might see in the trailer. So yeah, check that out. Those are gonna be my that's gonna be my recommendations of the week. Really, to be honest with you, I haven't really seen anything this week to really highly recommend. Besides, of course, The Mandalorian season 3 has just dropped. So waiting for episode 2, season 1. I think episode 1 was fantastic. So looking forward to episode 2. So season 3, Mandalorian. This is gonna be a dope ass season. I really, really, really think it's probably going to be the best one. We'll see that. So Pedro Pascal, of course, is the Mandalorian, and he's also Joel in The Last of Us. This past episode, the penultimate episode, was amazing. It was 10 out of 10. It was fucking amazing. we finally got to see the freaking acting chops. Okay, the acting chops of Bella Ramsey. She deserves a nomination. There was a comment on somebody's. I was watching an after show and someone said that this is like her. Excuse me. Her Emmy resume. This is on her Emmy resume. Like, this is. Notice me, and I need to be nominated. And I freaking hope she gets an Emmy nomination for this. Not just Pedro Pascal. We know Pedro Pascal. He's fucking brilliant. He deserves a nomination. But Bella Ramsey, as Ellie in this episode particularly, was freaking amazing. And we really saw the absolute rage, the pent-up aggression, the fucking monster that's in these characters, and especially Ellie. And the way she portrayed that on screen is brilliant. It's something that I honestly did not see in the game. It's a different medium, so you have to shoot, direct a film or produce a film or a TV series when you're doing motion pictures. That is, when you're filming, you have to, even the actors have to put on a goddamn performance. And of course, these are not like motion capture actors, or they don't have a green screen behind them, whatever. For the most part, they don't have a green screen around them. But these are well seasoned actors. Like Pedro Pascal. Pedro Pascal. And today was not today. The last episode was where Bella Ramsey fucking showed her acting chops. This is a 19-year-old actress, by the way. And so for her to put on this kind of performance, I can only imagine what is to come from her. Not just on this series particularly, but in future projects, something's, whether it's on television or it's on film, I'm just, I was blown away. It was for me, it was a 10 out of 10 episode. I guess that would make it perfect, right? So I guess 9.5 out of 10. Okay, it could have been perfect. It could have been nearly. It was pretty close to being fucking perfect. Okay, so 9.8 out of 10. All right, even though initially I said 10 out of 10 because I guess it was just a bias, a recency bias. But yeah, if you still haven't watched Last of Us, oh my God, what are you guys doing? What are y'all doing? And I'm not gonna dive too deep into it. Excuse me, dive too deep into it. Apologies, I'm hungry. It's almost, what time is it? Yeah, it's dinner time. My ass need to eat, and drink a lot of water. But if you haven't watched it by now, and like I've mentioned on my Instagram, it would be an understatement if they said that they are doing the video game justice. I think storytelling wise, I think they're doing better than that. They are honestly doing better than that. And that's amazing. And it's not surprising. It's not too surprising, especially that every episode has been fucking killer. There was probably maybe one episode that wasn't, I think it was a couple episodes ago, or actually, was it a couple episodes ago? Probably an episode before that, where I didn't give it a 9. I think it was an 8.5, for me personally. So if every episode's a 9 or a 10, and only one is 8.5. It's like, oh my God. Anyways, The Last of Us is it's as much as I love 1923 and Yellowstone and all that stuff. This is going to probably go down, and it's only the first half of 2023, but so far this is the best television series out there right now. And it ends next week. It's the season finale. So we're going to see how that wraps up. Of course, season 2, they'll take that story from the sequel, the game, Last of Us 2. Last of Us 2. Where did that come from? Last of Us 2. That's not really sure when they're going to start shooting. Maybe next year, not really. Maybe at the end of this year, they're going to probably start shooting very quickly just to, work on the momentum of The Last of Us. But yeah, again, another incredible project from HBO, and and of course Neil Druckmann's brilliant mind behind The Last of Us. So it's incredible, amazing, great TV show, just brilliant, and just looking forward to what's to come next, and of course the new projects that are coming out and other streaming platforms that I've already mentioned. That will do it for me, guys. that will do it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed another ramblings of from myself, from me, myself, and I here on the Moody Vintage podcast. Thank you so much for listening on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you for watching me on YouTube. Please do like and share. And you know what? You can kind of help me out and rate my podcast on Spotify or Apple TV or Apple TV Plus. I wish I was on Apple TV Plus, on Apple Plus or Apple Podcast, and give it 5 stars. I don't know if you feel like it. I really, really appreciate it. Well, I like it. Thank you very much. I'll see y'all next week. Until then, as usual, please take care of yourselves. Be kind to yourselves and to others, and also treat yourselves. Okay? I'm gonna try to do that right now because I'm fucking hungry. Catch y'all next time. I'm out of here. Peace.